Everything you have been taught about money is wrong. Since childhood, you were told, save your money, put it in the bank, be careful, be safe. And you listened, you saved, you were careful, you were responsible. So why are you still not where you want to be? Here is the truth nobody tells you. Saving money in the way most people do it is not building wealth. It is building a prison, a psychological prison of scarcity that quietly, slowly repels the very abundance you are trying to create. Today, we are going to break this down completely. The psychology behind it, the universal patterns behind it, and what the most successful minds in the world do instead. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear will completely rewire how you think about money. Chapter 1. The Scarcity Trap. Let's start with the psychology. When you obsessively save money, your brain is not operating from abundance. It is operating from fear of losing, fear of not having enough, fear of the future. And here is what neuroscience tells us. A brain running on fear cannot think creatively. It cannot see opportunities. It cannot take calculated risks. It cannot expand because your brain in survival mode is focused on one thing only: protect what you have. And while your brain is busy protecting, the world is moving. Opportunities are passing, and inflation is quietly eating everything you saved. In 2026, with hyperinflation reshaping the global economy, a savings account is not safety. It is a slow leak. Every year, your money sits still. It loses value. It loses power. It loses potential. The middle class saves, the wealthy circulate. And that single difference changes everything. Chapter 2. Numerology and the flow of wealth. Now let's look at this through the lens of numerology. In numerology, the number 8 is the number of infinite wealth. Look at it. Turned sideways, it becomes the infinity symbol. Endless flow, endless circulation. Number 8 does not represent a pile of money sitting in a vault. It represents movement, constant flow, energy going out and coming back, multiply. And this is exactly what the universal law of circulation teaches us. Money is not meant to be hoarded. It is meant to flow. Just like water reef, money sits in one place too long and becomes stagnant. It loses its energy. It loses its power. But when it moves one, it circulates. When it flows, with intention it grows. It multiplies. It attracts more of itself. People strongly connected to Life Path 8 understand this instinctively. They are not afraid to spend. They are not afraid to invest. They are not afraid to circulate because they understand that letting go of money with intention is not losing it. It is planting it. Chapter 3, Astrology and Universal Wealth Patterns. Now let's go even deeper. In astrology, 2 planets govern our relationship with money. Venus, the planet of value, attraction, and abundance. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, and multiplication. And here is what both planets have in common. They reward circulation. They reward flow. They reward expansion. Neither Venus nor Jupiter rewards hoarding. Saturn, the planet of restriction and limitation, that is, the energy of locking money away out of fear. And when you live in constant saving mode, when every decision is driven by scarcity, you are living under Saturn's shadow. Restricted, limited, stuck. But when you shift your energy, when you start moving with Venus and Jupiter, opportunities expand. Connections multiply. Abundance begins to flow. The universe does not reward those who clutch tightly out of fear. It rewards those who circulate with confidence and intention. Chapter 4. The Biology of Hoarding. Now let's talk about something most financial channels never discuss. The biology of saving. Thousands of years ago, hoarding resources kept humans alive, store food for winter, Save water for drought. Keep resources close. This instinct is hardwired into your brain. But here is the problem. We are no longer living in a resource-scarce cave. We are living in a digital-first global economy where value is created, not stored. And yet your brain, still running ancient survival software, is telling you to hoard, to clutch, to save, to pret. And every time you follow that instinct with money, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. You feel anxious, you feel restricted, you feel stuck. But when you make a bold, intentional financial move, when you invest, circulate, create, your brain releases dopamine, the reward hormone. You feel alive, you feel expansive, you feel powerful. The biology of wealth is the biology of circulation, not hoarding. Chapter 5, High Velocity Circulation. So, what is the alternative? It is called high velocity circulation. And it is exactly what the top 0.1% of the world practices. The concept is simple. Every dollar that leaves your hand should be treated as a seed, not a loss. Instead of asking, how do I save this? Ask, how do I circulate this to create more? This means investing in skills that increase your earning power, building relationships and networks that open doors money alone cannot, creating systems and assets that generate returns while you sleep. The wealthy do not keep their money still. They put it to work. They make it move. They let it circulate through investments, businesses, and opportunities because they understand one fundamental truth. Stagnant money shrinks. Circulating money grows. Final message. So here is what I want you to take from this video. Saving is not wrong. Having an emergency fund is smart. Being responsible is important. But if saving is driven by fear, if it comes from a place of scarcity, if it is keeping you stuck in survival mode, then it is not protecting you. It is trapping you. The universe rewards flow. Numerology points to circulation. Astrology aligns with expansion, and your own biology craves movement. So the question is not, how much can I save? The real question is, how powerfully can I circulate what I have to attract what I want? That shift from hoarding to flowing, from fear to intention, from survival to abundance, that is where real wealth begins.